Out of the 3+ Acheron team setups, the dot variant is probably my favorite one. It has a lot of variability. You can apply debuffs everywhere, essentially, with every single character. You can deal wind damage, you can deal lightning damage, you can deal ult-type damage with Acheron. And the Eidolons on the team do help, in particular. Black Swan's probably the best one, along with Ron May's E1. So for this showcase, everybody is E0 except for Black Swan and Ron May. So we are getting some nice team-wide buffs, even though we are carrying one dot character, obviously, and then just one harmony. Now, as for this, we're just going to essentially destroy him. You do want to focus all of them on the Crimson Knot. This was actually the first battle I fought with Acheron. And one more thing to note is that because we actually don't have any forms of speed boost or a character to use Dance Dance Dance, we can't actually get Acheron to go twice in a cycle on attack boots because I don't have the relics for it, right? But if you do run her on speed boots, obviously, then you can get her to the 2 actions. But I just wanted to do some bigger numbers, so I just left her on attack boots, and she only gets 1 action per cycle. But the only thing you're losing out, really, is like 2 stacks. Because you're only gaining 2 stacks when you skill extra. Yeah, so she didn't even have another action in this cycle, but it's dead. So let's go over to Sam. Now, for this side against Sam, it is kind of tough making sure you don't die, because even though we do have Ron May on the team, it actually is tough to break the enemies. And these dots that these first couple elites deal is just crazy how the damage builds up over time. So if any of our teammates do get like 1 targeted, like they all go onto just one of our characters, then we're probably just going to have to reset it. But here we can actually hold off Black Swan's ult and Kafka's ult, and then hopefully get 2 Kafka ults. That's why Kafka's on the energy regen rope. And here, we want them to survive a little bit, so that way we can get the 2 extra stacks from the skill. So we want some HP. So this is perfect. And the dot should kill this. Perfect. And at this point, we want to wait on Black Swan's ult, because if it leaves the Epiphany state, I don't know, whatever state it is, then we're not going to be able to get the extra damage bonus at the end of the fight. So we want just as many opportunities to build up the Arcana, because that's going to be a good portion of the damage for this team. Because Acheron's single target is not too high. Now here we'll ult before we get the extra stacks from Kafka, because she already had 3 Quadrivalent Ascendants. Perfect. Back at 6, so now we just need a couple more actions. Perfect. So now he has 17 stacks going into his next turn. And at this point, we probably could have taken it down super far if we did use Kafka's thing. Now, I did try to pop Acheron's ult before Ron May's damage bonus left. So we just missed out on the damage bonus from the ult and her skill, which was a lot. But at the end of the day, as long as we can get enough dot damage, it should die regardless. If I do fix up the relic speeds, I might be able to 0 cycle this one. I just need to play around with the relics a little bit. So she is 76% over 200. That is going to turn into 80% because of the debuff set. And as for the ornaments, I just have Rutilant because I haven't farmed the new one. And even if I did, I probably wouldn't get anything good. Just normal Prisoner and then Firmament. And Black Swan is fast, so her Arcana won't be dealing too much, but she will be going before Kafka. Although Kafka actually is probably going to outspeed her when she gets the speed boost from her Light Cone. And then yeah, Ron May slow on Wanwhack. That is it. This was the Dot Acheron build. I'm probably going to do either a hyper carry or a more budget team of Acheron next. So thanks for watching. Like the video, subscribe. Adios.